2007 Antarctica. One penguin left its colony and never came back, 70 kilometers away. Only death awaited, but it walked. In 2026, millions saw themselves in this penguin because
Okay, we need to talk about the penguin. You know the one. If you've been on the internet at all in early 2026, you've seen it. That lone penguin just walking and walking into this huge, empty, white landscape. It's absolutely everywhere. So today, we're going to dig in and figure out how a nearly 20-year-old piece of film became the symbol for right now. I mean, look at this comment from a user. It just hits you, right? We are all penguins walking towards the mountains, and we owe no one an explanation. That's powerful stuff. So what is it about this tiny, determined little bird that has struck such a deep chord with literally millions of people? What are we seeing when we look at it? So picture this, it's January 2026, and almost out of nowhere, this clip starts popping up. It's just a single penguin walking away from its colony with this incredibly haunting music playing over it. And it just exploded. All of a sudden, it was the only thing on our feeds, like a shared secret language for a feeling we all had but couldn't name. Now, here's the twist. This isn't some brand new viral video. The clip itself is old, like 19 years old. And that, right there, is the central mystery we're trying to solve. Why this specific clip, and why did it blow up now? To get that answer, we have to go all the way back to the beginning. And that takes us to 2007, and to a very famous, very unique German filmmaker named Werner Herzog. The footage comes from his documentary, Encounters at the End of the World. It's a film about Antarctica, and right from the start he promised everyone this was not going to be another movie about fluffy penguins. He wasn't kidding. See, to really get Herzog, you have to understand his whole philosophy. He calls it ecstatic truth. He's not interested in just dry facts, what he calls the accountant's truth. No, he thinks you can only get to a deeper, more poetic truth through things like storytelling and imagination. And that is absolutely key to understanding why he filmed this penguin the way he did. And this scene just shows his method perfectly. In the film, he turns to a real penguin scientist and just asks him, point blank, do penguins go insane? He asks, do they have mental problems? The scientist doesn't even know what to say. See, Herzog isn't really looking for a scientific answer. He's setting a philosophical mood. And right then, we see it. The scene. And a Adelie penguin literally turns its back on the ocean, on its entire colony, the source of all life for it, and just starts walking. It's headed straight for the mountains, 70 kilometers away, a place it absolutely cannot survive. And as it walks, all you hear is Herzog's voice, asking one simple question. But why? So if this incredible scene has been around since 2007, why did it take almost 2 decades to become this massive global thing in 2026? Well, it turns out it was a perfect storm of 2 things. The absolute perfect piece of music and a world that was just ready to feel exactly what that penguin seemed to be feeling. The penguin's road to fame was a really long, slow burn. It would pop up on places like Reddit in the 2010s. It even got its own YouTube video called Nihilist Penguin that slowly got a couple million views. But January 2026 on TikTok, that's when it hit a boiling point. A user posted a new edit, and suddenly, everything was different. So what was different? It was the music. The original film just had Herzog talking. This new viral version, though, it used his unbelievably sad and beautiful church organ cover of a 1999 rave song, L'amour toujours. I mean, it took this super energetic, happy dance track and turned it into something tragic and deeply thoughtful. That music, it gave the penguin's walk its soul. And the timing was perfect because the world was ready for it. The whole vibe of 2026 was just burnout. A deep collective burnout. People were just worn down by everything. The economy, politics, climate anxiety, the constant noise of social media. The world was basically fertile ground for a symbol of quiet, walking desperation. I mean, this comment just nails it, doesn't it? People weren't just seeing some bird. They were seeing themselves. They saw that feeling of being stuck in a dead-end job, of just going through the motions every single day. That feeling of wanting to just turn around and walk away from it all without needing to say a word.
Okay, now for one of the most fascinating parts of this whole story. We've talked a lot about what the penguin means to us, what it symbolizes. But what was actually happening to that penguin? This is where we get another layer of the story, the big collision between what we project onto nature and what science can tell us.
So really, who is this penguin? In our heads, it's a hero, a rebel, an existentialist making a profound choice about its own life. But according to scientists, the reality is probably a lot less romantic. Most likely, the penguin was just lost. It could have been sick, disoriented, or just made a simple wrong turn. It wasn't making a statement, it was just an animal that was off course. This thing got so big, so powerful, that even the White House tried to get in on it. In a pretty bizarre moment, they posted a meme of President Trump and the penguin walking towards Greenland. Which sounds fine until you remember one tiny, crucial geographical fact. Penguins are from the southern hemisphere. They don't live in Greenland. Oh man, the internet had a field day. The reaction was immediate and absolutely brutal. This quote from a Danish politician pretty much captured the mood perfectly. The White House's attempt to use the meme's power just blew up in their face. It really just showed how deep this symbol had already gone and how silly you'd look if you got it wrong. Okay, so we've gone through movie history, we've gone through internet culture, we've even detoured into global politics. Let's bring it all home. Why did we have this intense, worldwide connection to a bird that was probably just lost? Well, the answer seems to be that the penguin wasn't really a penguin anymore. It became a mirror. And the first thing we see in that mirror is burnout. For sure, in that endless, lonely walk, we see our own exhaustion. We see the pressure to always be on, to always be productive. And we see that deep desire to just stop. We also see a kind of silent rebellion. The penguin doesn't scream or fight or protest. It just leaves. It walks away. And that's a powerful fantasy for anyone who's ever dreamed of just quietly checking out of the rat race. No big drama needed. And finally, of course, we see loneliness. By leaving its huge colony behind, the penguin becomes this potent symbol of the isolation so many of us feel, even in a world where we're supposedly more connected than ever. That feeling of being surrounded by people, but still being totally on your own. So when you get right down to it, this was never really about the penguin's motivations. It's a blank canvas. We're the ones who painted our own collective anxieties all over it. We found profound meaning in what was likely just a biological mistake. And by doing that, we turned a lost bird into a perfect reflection of what it feels like to be human right now. And that kind of leaves us with one final question to think about. In the long run, does it even matter if the penguin was a philosopher or if it was just lost? Or is the really important thing what this whole phenomenon tells us about ourselves in this exact moment? What does it say about the world we live in, that millions and millions of us can look at a lost animal and see a hero?